again, my name is Alicen, and I forgot to mention earlier that I usually when asked what faith I am or religious tradition, I say nomadic Protestant. And for those who don't know, Protestant is just a denomination of Christianity. And depending on which source you look at, there's some say over 30,000 denominations of Christianity and some over 40,000. And that doesn't necessarily point to difference in belief among each, but just different organizations around the world. And I grew up going to about 6 to, I think about 7 different Christian Protestant denominations, and I think that later played into my life in a positive way for feeling comfortable in different styles of worship and different styles of practicing your faith. And so I grew up in Florida, and I think this is unique for my New England friends to hear, because in my hometown, being Christian was cool and wanted to be involved with those communities. And I think in hindsight, it was really wanting to be involved with a spiritual community, not necessarily unique to Christianity, but a space where it didn't matter what your grades were, it didn't matter what you looked like, and your social status, that you could just commune with other human beings, like Josh was saying. And then I went to college in Massachusetts, and my first year, my roommate, one was atheist and the other was from China, and not particularly religious, but practicing strands of Taoism. And it was so good for me to interact with people of different faith backgrounds. And I started studying Hebrew my first year too, and started meeting mostly Jewish friends, and really challenged my own perception of like, what is religious community, what is truth. And I also started studying religion academically for the first time, which I think in many ways just changed my life for the better. And in terms of social justice, which is a really important and broad practice and has so many different facets, I think something that I'm particularly passionate about is religious literacy, and that's one reason that I sought out work within the interfaith community, because in my own life I found being only exposed mostly to one religion created, unfortunately, a sense in myself of skewed superiority, and then interacting with people of other faiths in a more humble and generous way and listening more was, like I mentioned, very positively life-changing. So that's an area of social justice that I'm really passionate about.